What is up, wonderful world of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jesse. Welcome to Cars with Jesse. If you have not been here before, make sure you go down, like the video, subscribe to the channel, you know, all the good stuff to help the channel grow and to make sure you keep coming back for fun little videos. On today's episode, we are going to do some fun little modifications. Now, these are fun little modifications, especially when I was in high school. And I'm pretty old, so that was back in like 2005, 6, 7. So we are going to do some fun stuff to the Starion. Some stuff I think is coming back in, and I think it's fun anyway. And who cares? Have fun with your cars. So let's go ahead, hop into that. What we are going to do is we are going to install underglow kit onto the Starion. We're gonna do that. I also bought these little fun, these are like interior LEDs. They're just like removable, chargeable LEDs that go inside. You put them like up under the dash, whatever. I'm gonna see if I like them. I don't know if I will. I bought them because they were there and they're like $5. So I was like, I'm gonna try them, see if I think they're cool or not. And then if not, whatever. So we're gonna get the underglow installed and get the, I had this underglow kit from a long time ago, right here, but it doesn't like work with like, I don't know, the remote wasn't working or it wasn't changing colors. It's old, so I kind of messed around. It wasn't really working. I wasn't sure what was going on, so I just ordered another kit because the kits off Amazon are like 20, 30 bucks, so no big deal. So let me show you something cool that you can do, just because this is something I never really thought of at one point when I was younger to test things. So what you can do is, you see we have this LED strip here. You can take a battery, and on the battery for like your power tools, it'll give you a B plus and a B minus, positive and negative. So that's your terminals for your stuff. If you want to test something, you can just, boom, put your power cable in there, like so, and your ground, boom, we got some lights. So if you want to test stuff out before you start installing it, this is an easy way to do so. That's a good little tip and trick. Test your stuff with your battery. Okay, so first let's go ahead and get everything out of the packaging, get it laid up, clean off our workspace and stuff like that. That way we can tell what we're doing and what we need to do to get everything completed. Let's go ahead and clean up. All right, so what we have here is, it's an Amazon kit. It comes with, let's see, your little instructions here. I believe this one is able to be controlled with an app. This also goes directly to the battery versus trying to find like a ignition source, which is pretty cool. Let's take this out and check it out. Ooh. You got these little clips to hold everything up, but you have some zip ties. Zip ties are important. I will probably try to find places to zip tie everything to make it nice. I haven't the last time I installed underglow, no, I can't lie. I did install some underglow for customers. You know what? Actually, I don't even know if I've installed for customers. I know James has, and I know I helped him. The last time I installed underglow by myself, we'll put it that way. The last time I did underglow by myself was the long neon tubes. You may remember those if you're old like me. Used to have like neon tubes that you put under the car. That was back in the day. So if you're old and you remember that stuff, let me know in the comments if you remember the neon tubes, if you're like a real OG. All right, cool. So we have that. Here is, oh, you can plug this into, you can plug it into a cigarette lighter if you want. I don't think we're gonna do that. Let me read the instructions real quick, just to be sure that this isn't gonna kill the battery if we run it straight to battery. I think we can run it straight to battery. Okay, so yes, you can install this directly to power. If you install it directly to power, it will have a little bit of a draw on the battery. I don't know how much of a draw, so I don't know. I'm gonna take a little bit of time to figure out if I want to do it that way or if we'll run it to a fused spot. Piscattios. here, figure out where we're gonna install these and how we're gonna put them. Why are you knocking? Trying to install these lights on my car. They are. One of my pet peeves is when I see underglow installed and you can see the strip. So my goal is to try to, it's car's super low, so it's gonna be hard to see it anyway. But I'm gonna try to put it in a place where you definitely cannot see the light at all, hopefully. Back here. I'm back. I reran everything, got it over the sway bar. I don't know how when I passed it through the last time, the one spot is like, it has a clearing for the sway bar about that big. Somehow that's exactly where I passed it through. Could have went anywhere else. Anyway. Back to getting it on, got the sway bar through. We will get this part zip tied up out of the way. Yeah, I think that's the best spot. Zip tied to the bracket for the brake line. Cool, let's do that real quick. We're good there. Let's go ahead, secure the front, and then all we have to do is mount the driver's side, and we're pretty much done. Oh, we gotta run the box into the car. So we can run it to the, I am gonna run it to the cigarette lighter. My phone charger comes from my like radio and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that done. Let's get the front mounted up, get the wheel back on back here, get the front mounted up. That way we're good to go and can move to the other side. Before we go on to show you the underglow, there's a couple things I want to do to finish it up with this cheap mod, big change episode thing we're doing. So it's like, there's a bunch of cheap little things that I want to do that I think overall make a big difference in the look of your vehicle. So we already did the underglow. I did add, I didn't show you this on camera, I did add a couple little Cars with Jesse decals to the car. There is one thing I did that I don't know if I want to install it or not. I did make a badge, a Mitsubishi badge that's yellow to go with it for the accent colors. And then the other part is we did the brake calipers, painted those. So I'm trying to do $100 of mods that make a big difference on your car. Things that make a big boom change. Looks great. So a couple things I want to do real quick. Before we show you the underglow and the final product, we are going to remove our yellow fog lights and redo them. They are dingy, they've been done for years. It's one of my higher view videos, is how to do the Rust-Oleum spray-on fog light. This is my follow-up to that. It's great. For the product you get, it's awesome. But we do want to make a couple of changes. So we did get some clear lens tint that I am going to try to install. I've never done a vinyl style thing like that, but we're gonna try it. It was cheap, it was like $10 off Amazon or something, and we're gonna go ahead and do that. That way we can have that change as well, and there's one other small thing I wanna do as well. So let's go ahead and get to the vinyl on the headlights, or fog lights, that's what I meant to say. Vinyl on the fog lights, let's do that real quick. I think the next step is I really need to get the lens tint off of it that's on there. We'll try some brake clean. Hopefully some brake clean will help. Let's try that real quick. Get this shit right off. That's brake clean, takes it off. Sorry, I had to turn my mic back on. Sorry, I've been talking to you and it hasn't been great, but we want to get this super clean because A, why not? But B, you're gonna have the new tint stick into this, and if there's stuff underneath it, it's gonna show it. So like any kind of imperfections, or if you leave some of the residue or something, it's gonna show through that clear vinyl, I think, I would assume. Yeah. Brake Clean did a good job on that. So if you're wondering, the answer absolutely is Brake Clean to get the old tint off. We got us a nice clean area. I am very quickly going to clean it with some glass cleaner. Now I read a couple of different things online. I read that like regular vinyl wrap, when you want to do it, you wet it down a little bit, you get it a little wet, kind of like tint, so that you can move it around and then it adheres afterward. I'm not gonna try that. I'm gonna try just sticking it because it's such a small area. I don't know, I'm not an expert, but there they are, back to clear. I haven't had clear ones in a long time, and I'm not gonna have it for long. We're gonna take our little vinyl stuff here, I'm gonna measure it out, and then I'm gonna cut it. About that much, I think. All right, so this should be pretty straightforward. We should be able to stick it on here, smooth it out. I did get a little Bondo spreader and I put a little tape on there so it doesn't scratch stuff as easy. There's our light. Let's get our piece, stick it to it. This doesn't curl up super hard. I hate when you peel stuff off like this and it curls up and touches itself, and then you gotta fight it back apart. That's annoying. Maybe, and I mean maybe, I overthought this a little bit. I was super nervous with this. Let's trim. I think trimming is gonna be our best option right now. That way we have it kind of where we want it. Heck yeah, that's not bad. I was all worried about this. I was like, dude, it's gonna look terrible. I was so like nervous with it. Nah, this is Gucci. This is good. This is easy stuff. This is what I wanted an episode like this. I wanted my episode to be about cheap, easy things that you can do to enhance your vehicle that doesn't break the bank. I like that these look kind of glossy versus the old ones were matte. Now, part of that is because they're old, but also because the finish of it itself. So let's go ahead and yank the other one out and do the same thing. Granted, don't be harsh on the Rust-Oleum spray on because it is 6 years old probably, something like that. But here's the old finish, here's the new. It does look much better with this. So, granted, this is old. They did look much better when they were first done, but just wanted to show you. So back to what we're doing. So, I think that's everything. Oh, I got one thing left to do. Hold on. You just sit right there. Wait, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Anyway, we did some fun stuff today. What we did was cheap mods that you can do yourself that I think make a big difference. Now, I do have these interior lights that I don't think I'm gonna put in. I don't know if I'm gonna put them in, but I'll show you anyway. One of the reasons I don't think I'm gonna put them in is I think the ones off TikTok Shop, you can get with a remote. These ones you have to actually press. So I think if I am gonna put them in, the remote ones, I don't have to sit there and press all of them because I'm gonna put like 3 or 4 in there. So I may put these in, but not these ones. Those are the cheap ones off Amazon. If you buy them, I would say recommend you to go get ones that have a remote. That way you don't have to reach around and press the button every time. We're gonna walk around and talk about the things that we did, but then we're gonna show our final reveal for our underglow and our new fog lights. I think the fog lights are gonna be a little bit brighter too. We did the brake calipers, which you can't see that one, but you can see this one here. We painted the brake calipers yellow. We did the underglow. We did the front. Now these look so much better now. So we did that. I am gonna, before I turn on the underglow real quick, I will go wipe the car down so it looks nice. Let me put this little badge on here just to see if everybody thinks that it should go. I like it. I think it makes it stand out. But we got our badge, our underglow, the fog lights. One thing I didn't tell you guys I was doing, this is a really cheap mod, did not cost me hardly anything, is I got these HKS, obviously not real, replica floor mats. I think they're sick. I ordered those off of AliExpress, and I ordered 2 different sets. I ordered those, and then the other one I won't show you yet because it's gonna be a surprise. Not sure which ones I'll keep in there. Those are cheap, real cheap ones. Like when I say this whole episode, my idea was to do a $100 modification and see what you can come up with and change the look of your vehicle for $100 bucks. Decals cost me like 10 or something a piece, 10 or 15. Shout out to Kristen Edwards, KZA Designs, right there. She's the one who made the decals. They are reflective as well, so you can see them really good at nighttime. We did the floor mats, which were like 15 bucks off AliExpress. The other ones were like 15 or 20 bucks, and I got like free shipping or something. Painting the calipers cost you a can of brake clean, a little bit of time, and the paint, which is like 10 bucks. The roll of film for the fog lights was like 12 bucks-ish. I think $11, $12. And the underglow was about 40, 50 bucks. So all in, we're pretty cheap today for some cool modifications that I think will make your ride stand out. Now, there are some things that I will point out. I do think there's some ways that you can do these that they don't look good, that they look cheap, that it just looks tacky, whatever. I think I did mine tastefully. You may disagree. I think it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna wipe this thing down, then I'm gonna show you the underglow here in just a second. 3, 2, 1, underglow. Buddy, oh, underglow is so fun. People can talk about it all they want, make fun of it. Dude, underglow is fun. It's exciting. It looks a little different on camera than it does in real life, IRL. We got the yellow underglow, the fogs. Let's turn on the fog lights. Let's see how they look with this. Oh, the fog lights are much brighter. The fog lights look sick. So we got our fog lights, our new headlights, our underglow. Car's looking pretty fresh. One of the things I do want to do is I would like to get some LEDs for my taillights, just so I have some LED taillights. I think that will look good. Make them brighter a little bit. And then I do think I am gonna get the interior lights from TikTok. They have a remote control though, so I think I'll do that. Thank you guys for tuning in. That is how $100, even less than $100, can go far in transforming the look of your ride. I do think that these are some mods that are done tastefully. I believe that there are other things that you can do tastefully as well. Some people may call it ricer, whatever. I do think there's ways that they look tacky a little bit, but overall, I think they look pretty good. If you enjoy the things you're doing to your car, who cares what anybody else thinks? Because I think this is fun. I think it looks good. Hope that you think so too. But if you don't, it's my car. And if you want to do a Starion, you buy yours and do yours the way that you want to do it. Either way, let me know what you think about the emblem on the front. Should I keep the emblem? I think the emblem should stay. I do have other badges that I thought about adding yellow accents to for the rear and putting those on. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate your time. I just want to take this, money's tight right this second, especially for everybody with gas being $5 a gallon, whatever. So thank you guys for tuning in. I just wanted to show you how on a budget, you can still do some fun things to your car. And with that, I leave you guys. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your time. We will have some more episodes coming up soon. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below what kind of mods you would do for $100 bucks. You have a great day, and we'll catch you next time. See you later. Goodbye.